Alrighty guys, what is up? Welcome back to another episode of Nodebuster with LD7, and today we're going to keep playing where we left off from the last time. I haven't really done any grinding in between sessions, that way we can just log it all, kind of in a live format, in video. That way you guys can see what I get, in what order exactly, all those good things. So here we go, we're going to hit continue, go into home, and kind of see what we got. I think I kind of want to focus on scaling some restore here. So I want to drop my blues into this sapper upgrade, and I want to get salvaging, and I want to get endurance. So I want to prioritize these three for the time being. Now, if we have leftover points or something, or we can afford a lot of stuff, we might get some more connection buster, crowding, and influence. We could also consider the next tier of armor, or maybe a few points of damage, but this is going to be our primary focus. Then once we beat the next boss on Prestige 2, we're going to go for Patcher, and then Big Heart on 80. So we are going to breach, and we are going to breach at Prestige 2. And just see how we do. So we're doing alright, and there is the little circle. Those explode. So if you line them up the right way, you can do a lot of damage without taking quite so much health. Right? So like we got that. Circle, the circle itself drops some, right? But then all the squares that take damage from it, that's worth quite a bit of health. So that looks like it was better right before. I timed that one wrong. So don't do that. If you can get your circles around each other or around like a big clump of squares like this, see, we took out like 3 or 4 squares with that. That was great. Now I do want to gather this blue before we start trying to do something to the boss. Alright, fair enough. No worries. We can't quite do the boss. Ah, man, we left a blue on the table. That's okay. We did get 4 blue anyway. So that should be enough to take a sapper. Perfect. So now we're getting 1 whole health when hitting an enemy instead of just health. So that'll make us sustain a lot more. So we have 232. I'm going to take this, and I can take this. So we got 1 point in all 3 of our priorities. We have not enough to afford anything else. We only have 7. The grind. Let's go. No worries. We're actually doing quite a bit better than I thought we were gonna do. I thought we were gonna be much less tanky in the beginning on Prestige 2, if I'm honest. But we've actually scaled pretty good with our time spent leveling and gathering in Prestige 1. So like that exploder, that was a really good one. That one, also pretty good. This one, I think the key is to like chip the circle until it's just about to explode. Like you put 1 more into it and it will, like that, and then you wait for it to scroll by a lot of squares. So like that one I should wait on. Get it there. All right, it did something, I guess. Yeah, we can't quite do anything to the boss. 285. Alright, fair enough. So we're not really getting as much blues on Prestige 2, which is kind of to be expected, but that's okay. We don't need a whole lot of them anyway, so I'm content just farming there because I'm able to get the other 2. Well, thus far, I've been able to put 1 point into the other 2 priorities that just cost the red bits, basically for free. So there's that. Now, we aren't scaling any damage, so we aren't going to be hitting anything any harder with the upgrades that we've taken so far. So our ability to one-shot things and everything has nothing to do with upgrades that we're taking. All our upgrades are doing are making it so we can last longer. So we can keep attacking for more attacks, if that makes sense. So in theory, what that should mean for us is we will be able to get farther and further each run, and eventually we will complete the run with the flat attack that we have. And I know that yes, scaling attack would also help us because then we wouldn't have to spend so much health just, getting to the boss and like while fighting the boss. See, I was trying to explode this guy next to him because that will do quite a bit of damage. So this is on enemy kill, this is on max, this is just flat health, and we could get armor at this point. We could make the argument for armor over just health, or well, really over salvaging. Well, we could max salvaging. We'll max it. Okay, there we go. Yeah, yeah. So worth prioritizing getting this maxed out because it then unlocks a blue tier upgrade, restore 8 health on enemy kill. It's only 1 level, but it costs 12. So we're going to hold off on getting more sapper until we get the 12 to get skilled salvager, because this is already plus 5, plus 8, that's plus 13 per enemy kill. That's crazy. And I'm wondering if there's even another level after this that will unlock. We might have a similar thing going on once we max out Sapper. Once we get Patcher, I expect there to be something beyond it, but we have to beat the boss first. For this, once we max it out, there is nothing else that'll unlock, most likely. We just have to go for Big Heart next. We could also look at getting Restore Max Health per second. That could be good, but I think it's going to be a toss-up between these two now, is what we're going to do for our reds. Will be our priority, and then we'll try to get Sapper maxed out, and then we'll maybe look at trying to do regen after we get skilled salvager. Okay, let's go. Hopefully that wasn't too much. Oh boy. There's just a lot of upgrades to keep track of if you're trying to explain it, but hopefully like watching it while I'm explaining it provides like a visual aid that helps you remember it a little better, or like retain it or understand it better. I don't know. That's what I'm trying to do. That's why I'm not like just doing this off cam, because I know we've seen like, oh yeah, you move your cursor around and attack shapes and you get upgrades, and they make you attack the shapes a little bit better, and you can attack more shapes and the shapes get stronger, and then you get more upgrades and then you attack more shapes. It's basically like the premise of every single anime ever. Okay, but yes, that may be true. Okay, one could make the argument, I should say, and that's fine. But you also could optimize your path with all these upgrades, and that's what I find really fun about this game, is trying to optimize what's going to allow me to progress the fastest, or like scale the strongest by the time I get to where I'm trying to go, that kind of thing. It's okay if you don't understand, but yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. If you have any questions about it, drop a comment down below, and if you do understand, drop a thumbs up down there. Like the video. If either way, like the video if you've enjoyed it so far. Attack size, let's go, Breach. I just want to scale our attack a little bit. This scales our attack in 2 ways. 1, we can overlap more enemies with our cursor, and 2, we also have the ability to that scales our attack damage with what do you call it? Cursor size. Yeah, also we like totally chain linked circles, so we've had a couple good exploders right there. That's pretty awesome. I feel good about that. But that's what you're trying to do with them. You want them to like be interlaced with a bunch of these guys, and then so like this is a decent-ish spot. It didn't destroy a bunch of them, but it did damage a bunch of them. So like I can come in on cleanup duty and just get the rest of them. Boom. One more time. Awesome. Awesome. Get all the bits. Easy money. No, JK. There we go. Alright, we didn't get any blues. That's kind of disappointing, but that's also okay. We could upgrade our attack in a more significant way with a 5%, or we could do a +3. Ooh, that's kind of interesting. Okay. So we're still saving up for skilled salvager. We need more blues for that. And frankly, we could probably just go run one time in Prestige 1 and get it. So now we've maxed out our health 1, or better endurance. Now we have Big Heart, which is 500, so we're probably not going to get much more health until we beat the boss, is kind of what I'm thinking. We could go for Restoring, 1% max health, because now we have quite a bit of max health. So this will actually be quite a significant of restore per second. So we already have +4 regen, but we could increase that more with that upgrade. It's a blue. So first things first, we need to get Skilled Salvager. Then we need Antivirus, I guess. We'll go Antivirus, and then we can look at attack. So Antivirus 190. We could also get Crowding and Attack Size. Sure thing. We'll do another Prestige too, just because I want to see where we at. And like, we're doing okay here. Like, we are gathering quite a bit of reds. It's just more about getting the blues at this point, which is kind of a luck thing. It's a 1% spawn chance that we're rolling with, and we could upgrade that too. It's just quite expensive, and I'd rather kind of prioritize getting the boss defeated, just because there's an upgrade that costs a boss token that I really want right now, and I think it will, like, doing so will unlock a lot more stuff. To give us a little bit more options and variety in our build. That's what I'm thinking anyway. I could be wrong on that, but we will find out together, right? Because that's the point. Anyway, let's go. Keep hitting these boyos. And we do have crazy sustain now. If you look at our health, we're basically at max health and the boss is out. That's pretty crazy. Like, we do have some Nutso Restoro. This is the one. Oh man, I really want that blue. Yes. Give me your nodes. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna die because we attacked the boss twice. So we definitely need some armor. That means we need armor. And like, boss armor we're already maxed on, but getting some antivirus, that could be good. Getting some boss attack, that could also be good. More of this. So actually, I take back my priority from before. So definitely still prioritize salvaging, better endurance, and then skilled salvager. Then go for sapper. Like, get sapper. Get at least 1 point into sapper. 2 points is actually not bad. Like, getting 2 points in sapper is good, just so you can see patcher, because that's what you should spend the boss token on. Big heart, okay. And then I want antivirus, and I want giant slayer. That's what I want now. It's because that's going to give us more protection while we're doing attacks. See, like, we don't even take damage against those dudes anymore. That's pretty crazy. So, like, this is kind of the tank, or the Cyclone. I call it the Cyclone. Because why not? It's a little more fancy sounding. It's still a tank, though. That's basically what it is. If you were to compare it to other RPGs. But fine, fair enough. Whatever you want to call it, it does pretty good. It slaps the etc. appropriate slang terminology that them children use to explain their excitement. It's that. But yeah, it's good. So we're gonna go ahead and exploder that, exploder these. There we go. Cool. And there's the boss, and we're holding out pretty good. We are overlapping a lot of enemy right there. That's why we're taking damage. If we just go like single enemy, we actually don't take that much in the way of damage. Come on, go. But we can kind of utilize the exploders to help us take down the boss. Now, granted, we still need more armor and more damage against the boss is what it's looking like to me. So, get this. Get more of that, get more of that. Let's go. Ooh, actually, we had 11 blue. We probably could have unlocked, or no, we need 12? 12. Ooh, blues come out of circles too sometimes. That's sick. We got so many blues from that. Alright, so blue circles, the low-key meta for gaining a lot of blues quickly. Lol. No, they're probably, that's like a crazy low spawn rate for those. Because the circles already have a small percent chance, and then it's a 1% chance of that small percent chance, so it's like it's a fraction of a percent or whatever, you know? But not like necessarily a big fraction of a percent. Like it's probably around 0.3, zero point 0.4, something like that percent chance of happening. So that's pretty insane. I'll take it. But yeah, let's go. Gonna play this, pop it, awesome. How are we sitting against the boss? Yeah, if it's just the boss, we actually are doing okay. Like, our passive regen is kind of keeping us alive. Like, we are slowly taking damage, but we might be okay. Like, if we line up a couple of explosions against him, ooh, a big blue, yes. We definitely taking a pause on the boss to take this dude out. Oh man, he took us out. That's crazy. Okay. I guess we took too long against the boss, but insanity. Yes, skilled salvager, please. Yes, sir. That'll definitely give us some sustain. More boss damage. Yes. We could have gone more armor. I do want to max out this antivirus. I could get a single point in swarm defense just to see how it does for us. We do have quite a bit of spawn rate at this point because, yeah. Is that? No. Get a sapper. Yes, sir. We can now start getting more sapper. We could save up for the scaling regen, but I think I want to get sapper maxed out. It's only 2 more upgrades, so it'll be about the same price as 1 upgrade in the other. So it'll be like slightly more expensive. Like that, to max sapper will probably be 12, whereas getting 1 tier of the other is 10. But I'd rather max out the upgrade that we started. You know what I mean? Just because I think maxing that out might unlock something. And it's pretty good for us, right? Getting a flat 2.5 regen per hit on an enemy, that is crazy sustain, because most enemies aren't doing more damage than 2.5. Like, granted, it could be better if it was like 10 or something. We'd basically take no damage the entire Prestige 2. But that's okay. We don't need it to be that much because we have other regen upgrades or passives that kind of carry us the rest of the way. So there's that. We just leveled up. That's actually really good. We just got a pretty good exploder right there. We are going to try to take out this blue exploder. Boom. Get a bunch of red. Do some more to the boss. Get a bunch more red. This feels like it could be the one. See, if I pop these exploders and get a bunch of kills, then I restore a bunch of health because I have passive regen per kill is what I scale my restore off of. It's not necessarily that large of a scaling on individual enemy. So it's kind of like that. Now, if we put some more points into the percentage max health restore, that will also give us quite a bit more passive sustain. So that might be our next thing to scale, but we didn't quite get it that time. We got 10 blues though, 400 red and 1 SP. Let's go back to the shoppy shop, and exploder size is kind of calling my name. First things first, let's see if I was right. Actually, this was 11, not 12, so 1 point less than this. So yeah, didn't unlock anything though, so this could have been postponed and saved up for this instead. We do have the single point, so we need to max that out before it gives us anything more, most likely. And that's fine. It doesn't have to give you something every time. We could go base attack. We could go... What do we spend the XP on? Let's just get one in swarm defense. Yeah, it didn't unlock anything, which is kind of what I thought was going to happen, so... That's okay, I guess. Exploder size, let's go. It didn't unlock anything. Unfortunate. So we really have to max that out with all of our upgrades for that, huh? Ooh, we do have milestone to claim? Yes, sir. We got some blue nodes. That's what these are called, right? Yeah, nodes. We got 150 bits, 7 nodes, 0 cores, 0 SP. Um, we are about to get a core, though. That's what we've been scaling up towards. That's how you get to the next prestige. If you're new to the game or haven't seen it before, that's how you do that. We're almost maxed out on influence, so I kind of want to max that. Let's do it. Go in. Okay. Baller. We're about there. Perfect. I mean, it's feeling pretty good. Like, based off of where we started, I mean, for the first, like, half of the level, until the boss first comes out, we're basically not really taking much damage, or any damage, is kind of what it's looking like. So that's pretty strong, frankly. Yeah, we should try to take out some of these big squares if we can. But we also need to prioritize getting more nodes from the blues. Ooh, perfect. That was a pretty good one. Come on, don't run away. Ooh, that was good. Alright. Yeah, we're doing pretty good against this boss right now. If we get this exploder in there, yes. Give me your bits. And that's the boss done. Cool. 636 on the bits, 4 nodes and 1 boss core. Amazing. And we just unlocked Prestige 3. Yes, sir. I kind of want to go for Patcher. Is kind of what I want to do. Yep. Oh, didn't unlock anything. That is kind of like pain. Okay. Let's go. Max that. Also didn't unlock anything. Okay. Fair enough, I suppose. Fair enough, game. Fair enough. I guess we'll get scaling regen. Sure. Start upgrading that. Man, what do we have to get to unlock stuff? Like, that's insanity. Okay. So maybe what we do here... I could get repeating. But just to show y'all how much stronger we are, let's go back to Prestige 1, because that's kind of where we left off in the last episode, right? This is what we're doing there. One-shotting everything to start. Or at least, and to start meaning like to start of the round, or for the start of the round. So that feels pretty good. We're getting a decent amount. I mean, it is less per enemy on Prestige 1 when compared with Prestige 2, but that's fine. I just wanted to kind of show this off because it gives you a good kind of like start and end point. This is roughly what the upgrades we took in this episode will scale you with in damage or like survivability, if you will. I don't have a timer up. I maybe should have started one. I guess what I can do is, and maybe what I will do, is in the description. I'll try to post how long or actually, no. Let's do this. You tell me how much time we've survived on Prestige 1 at the end of the episode. And what I will do is, let's do this. So you guys pick the start. You guys determine based off of where the episode starts, how long we survive on Prestige 1, and how long we survived on So you do it twice. You do it once for Prestige 1 when at the start of the episode, so with the upgrades we started with, measure how much time we survived on Prestige 1. in kind of like endless mode, and then now you do it at these upgrades, or like right now. And you take the difference and drop that as a comment down below. Whoever gets the closest, yada yada. Um, Good job. But yeah, let's do that, and then I will also do the same, and I'll post mine like maybe a week after I upload the video, and we'll see how many people got it right, or who got the closest, and etc. And it could be a fun time. But anyway, guys, we're gonna keep going, because if you're gonna do that, you have to finish this. So there we go. Are we gonna do it? Let's see. Hopefully, someone will drop that comment. No, JK. Not even. Let's go. Just drop in some Nodebusters. It's fun. If you're new and haven't played this before, it's quite a good time. At this point, I'm like roughly. Where would we be? We were like 50 minutes in the last episode. That's how long we played. We're about 30 minutes in now, so hour 20, 80 minutes worth of gameplay. Not bad. It's pretty good. So, I mean, you scale reasonably quickly, I must say. This is Prestige 1, and that's where we kind of ended last time. We finished Prestige 1, but yeah. And we're now we just finished Prestige 2. So it's like one tier worth of Prestige. That's what this episode would be. How to get Prestige 3 unlocked, how to go through Prestige 2. So there you have it. I think we are gonna do all this. The reason why I'm running this primarily is to get more blues, and like eventually the squares and circles do scale in health. So it may seem limitless for a while, but you can definitely perish while playing this. Even though you have like crazy regen and whatnot, it doesn't matter. The squares still scale in damage and all that, and you do not scale like that. Not on the level, not during the level. You do in between levels. They do it during the level. As time progresses, they get stronger. You do not get stronger as time progresses. You remain the same. So eventually they overtake, even if you have a pretty good setup. But you do, since we do have a reasonably good spawn rate, look at this. We have 2 blues on the screen right now. That's pretty good, if I do say so myself, and I do. Come back here. There we go. Get the circles, because that'll get us a bunch of bits. And like, I imagine we're going to come out the other end of this with a lot more bits than we would have gotten from a single run of Prestige 2, right? Like, we finished the boss with just under 700, right? I bet we're probably sitting at close to 1,000 right now. Or we'll end the run at close to 1,000 or something like that. Yeah, 1762 and 30 blue. That is crazy. 1,000 extra. 1,000 extra. Okay. What do we max out? That's the question, right? I mean, blue spawn chance wouldn't be bad, but we really only have like 2 upgrades that require that. Maybe we go for more of this and more like flat attack. We can actually probably like scale our base attack quite heftily with that amount, and we just did. And then we can scale our regen right there. Okay. I bet we are crazy strong now. We also just got this, which gives us another 3,000 bits. So, alright. Back at ya. We gonna max out that. +3, this is +6. We'll take the 1. Okay, that gives us +6 and unlocks 2 more. 25% damage to undamaged enemies. Ooh, that could be pretty good. 10% critical hit chance. That also could be good. We can only afford 1 right now. I don't know which to take. Shoot. probably undamaged enemies to begin with, like getting the flat 25. This procs every time. This is only a chance. So this should be stronger in theory. So we're going to go with that. What did that unlock? Okay. For another 1,000, 25% damage to enemies below 50%. Ah, so you get first strike and last strike, and then you're basically doing 25% damage on the edges of their health bar. Okay, I like it. Can probably max this, so let's just go ahead and do it. A little bit, we can max the armor. Let's go ahead and max the armor. That unlocks the next level for 450. We have 350 for percent armor scaling. So, okay. This is what our tree's looking like now. Pretty crazy, pretty crazy. Likely what we're going to end up doing is we're going to kind of prioritize down this route for a little bit, because this episode, or for prestige, to get to prestige 3, we kind of scaled our health, right? And we focused on health upgrades and armor upgrades. Like, we maxed out salvaging, we maxed out skilled salvager, we maxed out better endurance, we maxed out self-repair, we maxed out sapper, and we maxed out patcher, and we maxed out firewall and antivirus in this episode, just to get, like, scale our health. That was our primary focus. In addition, we maxed out influence, crowding, influence and crowding we maxed out. We got 1 upgrade in exploder area. We put like 4 or 5. We did a few upgrades in Giant Slayer. We almost maxed out Connection Buster. We'll probably max that next episode. But yeah, so that's what we did this time. We also maxed out Proficiency at the very end. We didn't need to do that to get through the Prestige, but we did that at the end. But anyway, guys, that's what our tree is looking like. If you want to kind of compare, that kind of shows you all of it. I know the icons kind of lose their resolution as you zoom out, but I can't control that. That's a game setting or game like function. It's not even a setting that you can see. So yeah, there you have it though. That's what it looks like if you want to compare. Anyway, guys, we're going to wrap up the episode here for today. If you enjoyed it, be sure to drop a like on the video and leave a comment down below if you have a question, a concern, or just want to say hi, whatever. Or if you want to tell me about a different way that you're playing the game that seems to be more successful, I'd love to check it out with you. Anyway, guys, this has been LD7, and until next time, we will see ya.